Defending for Harrisburg tonight, wearing number 3, Zach Perry. Midfielder, number 6, Riley Erie. Number 12, Adriano Dos Santos. Number 77, Malcolm Harris. And finally, number 88, Mike Da Silva. Once again, that's tonight's lineup for the visiting Harrisburg Heat. Now, fans, let's bring out your Tacoma Stars. Starting with forward, number 5, Kyle Rivers. Forward, wearing number 14, Tyler John. Midfielder, number 20, Felipe Sousa. Playing midfielder, number 8, Kai Briscoe. Midfielder, number 9, Eddie No. Playing midfielder, wearing number 89, Alessandro Canale. Defender, number 93, Misael Lopez. Defending, wearing number 29, Ramon Torres. Also defending, wearing number 2, Chase Hansen. Goalkeeper, number 0, Luis Birueta. Forward, number 10, Nick Pereira. Midfielder, number 92, Moises Gonzalez. Playing midfielder, wearing number 21, Willie Spur. Defending, wearing number 55, Matt Brame. Your captain, defender, number 7, Alex Casetas. Head in goal tonight, wearing number 31, Chris Toth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your Tacoma Stars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sonia Nicholson celebrating her birthday with us this evening. Sonia will get this evening underway with our birthday ceremonial first kick, and she's been with the Stars since the beginning. My goodness, happy birthday. Let's see that first kick. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for your support of the Tacoma Stars. Happy birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time, we ask that you please rise and kindly remove your hats and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by Rachel Nicholson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as season ticket holder since 2014-15 season, Rachel Nicholson. Thanks for joining us, Rachel.
The Major Arena Soccer League would like to welcome you and is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer right here on MASL TV. I'm Peyton Behrens, bringing you all this action from the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. It's part 2 of a doubleheader weekend where the Tacoma Stars are playing host to the Harrisburg Heat. Now, some interesting things coming through the MASL standings. Let's show you those right now as the Tacoma Stars are looking for one of those last spots in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. They are trying to make a late push towards postseason play. The Tacoma Stars right now find themselves chasing the St. Louis Ambush in the standings. They had a game go final just moments ago, losing on the road at Kansas City. So the Tacoma Stars are within striking distance of overtaking the St. Louis Ambush. It's been a rough go for these Tacoma Stars coming into tonight's game. 3-8-3 so far on the season. Harrisburg Heat not too far behind them. 2-9-1 as it stands. Tacoma Stars would really love to make the most of this extended homestand that they sit on. A 7-game homestand for the Tacoma Stars. And they are currently, this is the 3rd game of that homestand, dropping the first one just last week to the Milwaukee Wave. This is the 2nd part of a doubleheader weekend, Valentine's Day. Love was in the air, and the Tacoma Stars loved the result. They were able to get a victory over this very Harrisburg Heat team. And they wore some very good kits wearing it. They were able to auction those off. So the Tacoma Stars, in their now traditional blue tops with the Argyle bottoms, facing off against the Harrisburg Heat, who come out in the white kit. Moises Gonzalez rejoins the Tacoma Stars today. He's going to be wearing the 92 and the yellow shoes. Matt Bram, Willie Spur, Alex Caceres all on the field out there, and the man in the middle is Nick Pereira. Chris Tote's going to be between the sticks for the Tacoma Stars. Your referees for tonight's match. Crew chief Brian Martin, referee John Snyder, assistant referee Kelsey Harms, fourth official Kyle Greenwood, and in the penalty box it's Jonathan Simmons.
Stars fans, are you ready?
MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com. Underway in Kent, Washington. Caceres wants to get restarted early. Gonzalez down the boards. Little deflection, and it's off the windows. Quick breakout play. This is where Harrisburg's going to capitalize. Ball squared. Favilla comes out. Poked away by Toth. Still in danger. Toth is out of his area. Chipped in. Matt Bram, no. Favilla misses. Strike one. Spur dumps out for Pereira, but not far enough. Kerstetter resets. Second part of a doubleheader, we're going to see something maybe similar to what we saw last year when these two teams faced off. They had a very similar doubleheader here. Tacoma won the first game by a large margin. Second game was 5-4, went to overtime. Harrisburg came out, sat back really well, played a defensive shell that really tried to draw Tacoma deep down, and then they counterattacked incredibly well. Current Harrisburg Heat coach, Pat Healy, was actually rostered during that series. Hansen on the turnover at the midway stripe. This is Roman Torres. Stars hold on to possession. Briscoe. Soma cuts across the middle. Malcolm Harris, he had a pair of goals on Friday night. Shearer can't get through Briscoe. And a whistle up near the Stars bench. Kai Briscoe is going to go for a quick change. 93, bottom of your screen. It's going to be Misa Lopez. He debuted Friday night. He's a Tacoma Stars reserves product. Got the call up, played well, had an assist over on Friday night. He's played well for the Tacoma Stars reserves, recently having a 4-goal game. Tyler John lost possession for the Stars. He had a prolific game on Friday night. He was all over the place. Goals, assists, crashing into the walls. Here he is now, dangerous area, takes a strike, he finishes. Silva wants a handball, but for the time being, Tyler John has the Stars with a 1-0 lead. We're going to take another look. Pat Healy is toying with the challenge flag. We may be going to video review. Tacoma Stars 1-0, 12-18 left in the first quarter. Challenge flag is thrown now. Here's Tyler John pressuring. I think that ball does come off the hand. And our referees are headed over to take another look. Something interesting. Tempers maybe already flaring just a little bit before that challenge flag was thrown. I'll step aside for the official. So some tempers potentially flaring. Alex Caceres was near the Harrisburg Heat bench, and he told Pat Healy, hurry it up, throw the challenge flag if you're going to. Healy had some words back for Alex Caceres, and then proceeded to throw the challenge flag. I think Caceres would have liked if that challenge flag came out a bit sooner. So it's Tyler John, who had a pair of goals Friday night. He scored in the third and the fourth quarter. It was the 5th and 6th goal for the Tacoma Stars. Right now has the opener tonight. Quick review. And handling is going to be the call. The goal's going to come off the board. Harrisburg Heat going to hold on to that challenge. Having a successful first challenge, they will maintain their challenge going forward in the game. Here it is again. Tyler John comes in. I believe it's going to be this left hand. He sticks out wide. Ball comes right off of it, heads towards the boards. Clear as day. And we restart play. Long ball, De Silva also had a brace. 4 goals Friday night for the Harrisburg Heat. 2 of them were Mike De Silva. 2 of them were Malcolm Harris. Shouts for a handball. Eddie Naw pinned that ball against the wall, but no calls. Riley Urey in a triple team. Naw with a deflection. Back for Brame. Caceres now with a breakout. Naw's got speed. Dos Santos does just enough to get a deflection away. Naw was trying to take advantage of the not-so-fleet of foot Dos Santos. But Dos Santos, great positioning, led him to winning that sort of deflection that led to possession for the Harrisburg Heat momentarily. Toth tried to go for Pereira long distance. Zach Perry on the interception. Perry goes coast to coast. Hansen wears it to the back. Hansen's down after a collision with Perry. We're going to have a stop in play to make sure that Chase Hansen's okay. Physical player, Chase Hansen, so anytime he stays down, it's generally not a flop in the slightest. So he takes that ball off the back. Perry comes in, just momentum keep going forward. No foul, no ill intent. Hansen's back up to his feet, and the Harrisburg Heat will restart. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Harris on the restart. Ball played in the corner. Tavernisi with the header back. Long ball dropped in. Torres with a header back to Toth, and he's got to go top shelf with it so that Tavernisi doesn't get a deflection. That was a little dangerous. Hansen back and forth for Chris Toth. Rivers and Spur up on the top of your screen. Spur goes down. Quick change for the Harrisburg Heat. A new trio of players comes on. Harrisburg enters tonight on a 4-game losing streak. The last win coming in January against Dallas. Here's Pereira for Briscoe. Pereira off the wall, but it's wide. Canale keeping it alive. Canale plays himself off the boards. Lopez for Caceres. Pereira off the corner. Pereira rolls back. Goes far. It's a goal line clearance. And initially I thought that bounced off Caceres, but it went off of a Harrisburg Heat defender who is now down in the goal. One of the last people that I want to be in front of their shot is Nick Pereira. Take another look here. Pereira strike. Goal line clearance. Header away. I didn't get a number, but I believe it's Jack Shearer who headed that ball off the line. Obviously, play stopped immediately to make sure that any sort of head injury, head issue, anything like that is taken care of first and foremost. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battling aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. And that is Jack Shearer being helped off the line. He's walking off now under his own power. Good to see. Maybe he'll get an extended break here on the bench, maybe take a shift or two off. Stars will restart play on the free kick. It's going to be reset up around the midfield stripe. Here it is again. Pereira just tried to go back post. Surely a goal if Shearer doesn't make that excellent clearance to keep it 0-0. I bet you Shearer says that that's worth the amount of pain that it came with. He might think differently tomorrow morning. I'm sure the Advil and the Powerade will be flowing. Pereira the target from Toth. Bouncing ball. Silva scoops. Souza intercepts on the fly. Souza drives, plays off for Pereira. Favilla wins it. Chris Toth on the ball. He didn't have too busy of a night Friday night. He faced 11 shots. He made 7 saves. As far as the night of indoor soccer goes, 11 shots on the low end. Early one almost comes on the way. Moises Gonzalez, Tavernisi battle in the corner. Here's Souza. He enters the chat. Gonzalez loses his footing. Ball centered. Torres wins it. He's going to lead the break. Torres for John. Tyler John into the middle. Tyler John wants one back. Great save by Silva. Silva was twice as busy as Chris Toth was Friday night. Chris Toth only faced 11 shots. Silva faced 22. Chris Toth had 7 saves, whereas Silva had 14. Cleared over 3 lines is going to be the call. Stars going to go reset this on that attacking yellow line. Tacoma able to heavily rotate some legs tonight, get a little bit of rest. Nani Mendoza, Mike Ramos, Logan Jones, Manny Nicasio were all rostered in the first game. They all have nights off. Eddie Na, Moises Gonzalez will be seeing a lot of those minutes. Hansen on the run up. Hansen deflected off of the one-man wall. Pereira bouncing ball. Gonzalez chested down. That ball was closed down so quickly by Malcolm Harris. That's well done. Does it on both sides of the field, Malcolm Harris. Take another look. This ball gets volleyed into the center. Moises Gonzalez just couldn't bring it down because of that pressure from Harris. Toth has some open real estate. He's going to go forward. Caceres and Spur show support, so he goes back for Caceres. Rivers the target. This is Canale. Rivers goes off the boards. Canale juggles. Canale with the outside the foot. And that ball comes up and off of the top netting. We've hit our first media timeout. We'll step aside, take a break. Tacoma Stars 0, Harrisburg Heat 0. Don't go anywhere. More MASL action is coming up next right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
It's never too early to start talking playoffs. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 5th through 7th. Ticket deposits are now being accepted. Visit frontwavearena.com for more information. Scan that QR code now, and you can reserve your seats for the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Can't wait to see you down there. Peyton Barons here on this Sunday matinee Tacoma Stars game, second leg of a doubleheader weekend between these two sides. Tacoma Stars got the better of the Harrisburg Heat on Friday night. An entertaining game that really kept its legs until the fourth quarter, where the Tacoma Stars then really started to pull away, but things were a bit shaky. Going back and forth between these two sides through the third quarter. Both teams saw it was a 5-3 game, 5-4 game, and then Tacoma really pulled away, capping off their 6th, 7th, and 8th goals late in the fourth quarter. Spur can't clear. Hansen back for Spur. Nas got some space. Silva comes out. What a read. What an interception. This is a great game for Eddie Na tonight to stretch out the legs. Long ball, Rivers. He's got Na to his right side. Silva comes all the way out. Spur pokes this down. Silva's down, grabbing his ankle. He's back up, limping back towards goal. Thought potentially we'll get a stop in the play. Check on the goalkeeper. Silva's going to fight through it. Under 5 to play in the first quarter. Spur with a shot. Hits off the lip of the boards, but stays in play. Lopez. Here's Shearer. Good to see him back on the field. Long ball cleared from Harris into about the third row of the crowd. So maybe some higher pressure than we expected to see from Harrisburg on this second leg of the doubleheader weekend, as De Silva pressures the free kick all the way downtown. Caceres struggling, didn't want to have a 5-second turnover, so he dumps it, and the high press works out for the Harrisburg Heat. Silva finds De Silva on the hook route. Ball off the short side board. It's Yuri opening, scoring, and taking a bow. De Silva with a nice ball off the short side boards just in front of Chris Toth. Riley Uri times his run to perfection for his third goal of the season. Harrisburg Heat lead 1-0. Here it is again. De Silva, quick poke off the boards. Uri fights off Moises Gonzalez and just angles that in to perfection. Here's Pereira, bringing it down. Sends his own ball off the boards, and Souza goes airborne, answers back just moments later. Felipe Souza, how do you do? Look at Pereira settle this. You thought he might take a strike, but then he just goes off the windows. Souza's wide open in the middle, and he's just able to get that leg all the way up, head height, hammer home the volley. And that's well done from the crafty Tacoma star, Felipe Souza.
Souza, his first goal of the night, his third goal of the season.
So 1-1 back-to-back. We saw on Friday night a lot of goals happening in that sort of fashion. One team would score, the other team would answer back immediately. We saw it on both sides of the field. Souza targeted, he's chested it down. Battling in the corner, gets away from the double team. Here's Canale. Souza hits the deck hard. No whistle blown. Caceres waits for him to get up. That's DeSoma. Lopez was able to manage a strike from distance. Canale juggles. Settles this ball back for Brame. Spur wants Pereira. De Silva, long ball goes high. Toth has to come out immediately. Nah brings it down. Favila had some good pressure on Chris Toth. Harrisburg Heat back under possession. Bottom of your screen going right to left. Harrisburg in the white kits. Tacoma Stars in the blue and orange. Harris off the wall. This is Hansen. Hansen goes to the corner for Nah. And a great sliding effort. It's Tyler John yet again showing pressure on Silva. That gets the crowd a little fired up. Here's Harris on the other end. Harris, first touch, well done. He's got to reset and wait for some numbers. DeSoma strikes one with the left foot, and Eddie Nah wears it to the back. Five on the floor for Tacoma is Tyler John, Kai Briscoe, Moises Gonzalez, Matt Brame, and Chase Hansen. Harris over this free kick has De Silva, Tavernisi, Dos Santos, and Riley Uri around the area. Dos Santos, top of your screen, watch out for him. Ball off the boards, and Brame just safely dumps it out, but Riley Uri fast enough to chase it down. Tyler John. Here's Uri. Couldn't get away from Briscoe. Beat him on the dribble, but Briscoe pulls him down. Harris switches the field. This is Panton. Tavernisi. Panton puts it on his right. Long ball somehow avoids up and into the netting. Now we get the whistle for the restart. Take 10, that's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergerud to take you inside the game and get to know some of the big stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV. Caceres plays back for Brame. 30 seconds in the first quarter, 1-1 as it sits. Brame all the way into the attacking corner. Souza again turns off of Silva's back. Brame misses out. 14 seconds to play in the first quarter. This is Pereira. Pulls it back, puts it on his left. Caceres is going to have a go. Deflected off the windows. 3 seconds to play. Stars scrambling. And we find ourselves in a 1-1 game after the opening 15 minutes, which is all so familiar, similar situation to what we've seen on Friday night. We'll step aside, don't go anywhere. Second quarter action coming up next right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
If you're a Tacoma Stars fan, this is going to be one of your most viewed tabs on the internet. It's the MASL standings, and this is current and up-to-date. Tacoma Stars trailing the St. Louis Ambush by just a point right now. The top 8 go to the Ron Newman Cup MASL playoffs. So for the remainder of this season, you're going to see the Tacoma Stars be scoreboard watching when it comes to St. Louis, Dallas, Empire, even Utica City. Those teams are all catchable for the Tacoma Stars on this homestand. St. Louis dropping a game this afternoon to Kansas City on the road. Empire currently playing. They are playing the Baltimore Blast. We'll keep tabs on that one and keep you updated as those scores come in. Tacoma, not in a position they want to be, but can continue to grow and follow off of that Friday night win against the Harrisburg Heat. Welcome back into the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. I'm Peyton Behrens, and we're just moments away from the second quarter. 1-1 as it stands. It's Riley Urey who had the opening goal, and then just seconds later, Felipe Souza with a nice volley in the middle to be able to get the Tacoma Stars level. Following Friday night's game, we saw a lot of this going back and forth between the Tacoma Stars and the Harrisburg Heat. Tyler John ended with 2 goals, Nick Pereira 2 goals and 2 assists. We saw this game 1-1 in the second quarter. Stars took a 2-1 lead and then went right back to a 2-2 tie before the Stars ended up extending that lead out to 5-2. John turns past the yellow line. John thought about a strike and now he slows it down. This is Chase Hansen. Chase Hansen, truly a veteran of the indoor game. 161 MASL games played in his career. Here's Moises Gonzalez. Tries to lay back off for Rivers. Rivers wanted to make a wider run than Moises Gonzalez anticipated. Panton plays out wide for Harris. Harris off the windows. Backside Shearer, and he beats Toth on the near post. It's a 2-1 lead, the Harrisburg Heat. They strike quick on the transition play. I don't think the Tacoma Stars saw this coming in the opening 40 seconds. Ball off the corner window. Shearer settles, bouncing ball. Toth comes out, just couldn't collect.
Assisted by number 77, Malcolm Harris. For Shearer, his first goal of the night, his second goal of the season.
So Malcolm Harris continues to have a wonderful weekend in Tacoma. Might be a guy the Stars want to look at in free agency in the coming years. He's going to play so well here on the road. Imagine what he could do as a home occupant of the Accesso ShoWare Center. De Silva just puts his body in the way, doesn't let Pereira continue to bounce that ball in the air past him. Pereira trying to back down Kerstetter. Tyler John puts the ball off the boards. Canale goes back post, sends it back to John. John's got Torres in the middle, looks for him, but couldn't find that outside right foot. John picks off De Silva well. Spur, same ball off the boards. Canale can't collect it underneath him. Cutting run from Caceres. Spur on the strike, and it's just above. And the whistle blown, we're going to stop the play. The carpet came up on the top of your screen. Happens occasionally in MASL. Once we get a safe place to reset, restart, we will do so. Tacoma Stars and the Harrisburg Heat seemingly go for a full line change. Alessandro Canale, the only player that stays on the field on either side. Ball restarts as a free kick. Canale runs over it because Pereira chips it over the top. Canale couldn't get there. Overlapping run, Lopez finds Gonzalez. He couldn't connect strong enough. Hansen goes up and over the top. Heavy contact after from Perry. Hansen's not thrilled about it. Silva goes long. This is Yuri again. Yuri gets taken out from behind by Rivers. No call. Late whistle, blue card shown. Rivers is going to go sit 2. Yuri stays down. I'm shocked at how long that took to actually call on the field. And now the Tacoma Stars are going to have their work cut out for them. Here it is again. I think that this is a clear blue card. Rivers comes through the back of the player, also clipping his feet, takes away any sort of goal-scoring opportunity, and perhaps we're looking at a shootout attempt. We should be getting some clarification from our crew chief.
The penalty is on number 5 for tripping. The call leads to a shootout.
So we will have a shootout on the way for the Harrisburg Heat. We'll see who steps
Tacoma
up to
has
take.
also challenged the flag. It is non-challengeable. They lose their flag.
And I believe it was just said that Tacoma tried to challenge the play, which is not challengeable. Here's another look at it. and therefore they have lost their challenge flag for the remainder of the game. Malcolm Harris stands over. Both teams head to their respective benches. He'll have 5 seconds to approach this and try and score. Kyle Rivers is in the box unless Harris scores. Harris steps up. He's saved. Toth gets low and pushes it away. And now the power play unit will come on for the Harrisburg Heat. Take another look at this. It's a slow walk up, dead center. Doesn't choose a side. Chris Toth just gets low, saves it with the thigh. Harrisburg now goes to 1-3 on the season when it comes to the shootout. Now, when it comes to the power play on the road, they are successful 50% of the time. Stars on the penalty kill. No Logan Jones, no Adrian Correa tonight. Brame pokes it away. Hansen goes for John. John looking to break out. Caceres safely plays back for Toth. Stars trying to kill some crucial seconds. Brame commits a foul deep in the defensive end of Harrisburg. Ball just misses out. It's De Silva. Toth tries to parry it away. Maybe took some contact. He stays down for a moment. Brame can't clear away De Silva. Minute left on the power play. Watch out for Tyler John. He leads the league with 2 shorthanded goals this season. Heavily helped out by Adrian Correa, who's not available tonight. Lob ball across. Shearer. .35 seconds on the power play. Harris. Toth tries to go up top, misses it. Long ball, dished out for John. Silva's out. John misses the header. He had a good chance, but Silva playing like a sweeper keeper. Pavilla. Tavernisi. Toth mishandles. It's dangerous. Ball still bouncing. What should have been a simple catch and release didn't happen to be so. Stars maybe get a slight change. Tyler John comes off, Pereira slides on, and the Stars killed off the power play.
Congratulations, Stars fans. Everybody in attendance tonight wins a free small pizza courtesy of Spud's Pizza. Redeem your paper ticket.
Perry with a shot. Toth with a one-handed save and pushes it away. Great handling from Chris Toth to shove that ball out of danger. Tacoma now 4 for 7 on the penalty kill at home. Ball off the boards. Brame can't clear away. Perry. His shot was blocked by Caceres. Here's Rivers on the breakout. Rivers has Pereira backside. Can't find him in time. And Caceres slows this down. Pereira does some real estate. Diagonal ball as Caceres wanted it back. It was a slow play. Pereira nearly picked him out. Di Matteo. Dos Santos hands off for Harris and goes to the bench. Torres, slight header. Caceres takes it with a thigh and pushes it forward for Gonzalez. Tacoma still trailing 1. Gonzalez taken off of his feet, no call. Holding on to that right quad. Stars set back, no high pressure here. They're the home side who was able to rotate out about 5 players between Friday night and tonight's roster, and yet they're looking like the team with less legs. Kerstetter. Riley Uri directs traffic. Misa Lopez. Lopez still carries. Doesn't have much support for it. All the other Stars go for a change. At the very least, he got fresh legs onto the field. Silva wants to waste some clock, lets that ball roll all the way back, and then he lets out a missile. De Silva's in behind. De Silva far post, and it's just wide. That was dialed to perfection between the Silva sub, the Da Silva sub, and the Silva release. This is John, top of your screen. Pushed off the ball by Favila. John wins it back. Here's Tyler John assessing. Sandro Canale. Makes a run. Caceres finds it. Canale on the full volley. Just wide. Lobbed ball into the Stars bench. Comes out of the defensive area, so we're going to get a reset from the top of the arc, but not before the media timeout. We'll step aside, take a break. Don't go anywhere. Tacoma Stars trail the Harrisburg Heat 2-1. You're watching it right here on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
It's never too early to start talking playoffs. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 5th through 7th. Ticket deposits are now being accepted. Visit frontwavearena.com for more information or scan that QR code. Let's hope to see the Tacoma Stars there. Gonzalez on the run-up. Hansen lays off for Pereira. Pereira's got Misa Lopez. Lopez strike, no. Moises Gonzalez second chance. Pereira, he places it to perfection. He chose finesse over power, and he gets the Tacoma Stars level right off that free kick, right off the set piece. The Tacoma Stars capitalize. Pereira, he had a great goal Friday night. I like this one a lot. You can see that he winds up and thinks about the power and then just easily decides to place that up top. He could have shot this with his laces. It's easy with the inside of the foot. Right underneath the bar, Tacoma Stars find themselves in a 2-2 game. John gets fouled. Stars have a free kick. Fans, you might be noticing that some of the captains, all the captains around the league, are participating in Captains Coalition. MASL is proud to announce MASL's Captains Coalition, a brand new endeavor that looks to connect the bridge between indoor soccer and some of the charitable causes that we find most important today. First edition of Captains Coalition helps us celebrate Black History Month, a national celebration in the United States that honors the contributions and achievements of Black people. Now you'll see Alex Caceres is wearing that captain's band. It'll be autographed by the team and auctioned off. You can go ahead and make bids on that captain's band as Silva clears this out just as far as Hansen. Here's Yuri. He's in behind. Does he have an answer? He goes easy money to the corner. Riley Yuri has a second. Quick little breakout. Chris Toth comes off of his line, and Riley Yuri just places that smooth like butter. Maybe limping a little bit after the play. Here he is. Speedy does it. Catches a little bit of that carpet as it comes up, but he does just enough to score and retake the lead. Less than a minute later, Harrisburg back on top.
Harrisburg Heat third goal scored by number 6, Riley Yuri.
Ball played down to the corner. It's intended for Souza, but Rivers runs onto it. Souza gets a poke before Silva can come out. That was sneaky.
That's his second goal tonight, fourth goal of the season.
Just over 5 minutes till halftime. This is Spur top of your screen. Works his way into the middle and goes out for Caceres. For the Captains Coalition, proceed from the auction will be donated to Black Players for a Change, a charity created by current Major League Soccer players, coaches, and executives to bridge the racial equity gap across the sport of soccer and beyond. This is Gonzalez. He centers a pass looking for Torres. Spur, the recipient on the other end. Spur hammers the near post. First time volley across. Torres waits for it. De Silva wins it. Caceres at the yellow line. Flirts with the idea of a shot, but brings it back out. And after the clearance from the defensive end and a restart to the top of the arc, this is where the Stars found success just moments ago with Nick Pereira. What we're seeing a little different, though, is Chase Hansen standing over these free kicks over the top of the arc. He's usually not the player that's in the free kick conversation, but Nick Pereira has been taking himself off ball recently. Hansen on the run-up. Plays for Pereira. Down low for Gonzalez, and that one goes well wide, well away. Save for reset after the ball was chased down. Brame's first touch, not heavy enough to make it to John. Not light enough to keep it himself. Tavernesi pressures Chris Toth. Briscoe hits a curling ball forward. Briscoe's got some space. Briscoe lines up for the shot, and he finds it, tucks it away into the back corner, and he's off for some cartwheels and backflips. Kai Briscoe puts on a show. A beautiful turn of the defender As that ball enters his space, he just shields this off so well, runs onto it, sets himself up for that left-footed shot. Pereira was on the backside, kept himself away for it, and Briscoe goes airborne. Toth comes out, make sure Shearer can't get on it. Chase Hansen credited with the assist on that goal as he fed Kai Briscoe. But Briscoe set himself up quite well. Caceres wants to dial it up, and it's well wide. Silva likes to play the ball with his feet. He's going to come out, settle, turn, and distribute. Hansen with a little toe poke as he loses his balance. Shearer can't find it. Another strike and a sliding block from Tyler John. The Stars are everywhere. Here's Lopez. Souza fouled near the boards, ends up with his cleats on the glass. Cleats, figuratively speaking. Any of these players wearing flats or turfs. The heels of his shoes making it all the way up onto the plexiglass. Pereira, he turns. Silva makes a good save with the rib cage. Stars seem more comfortable. They found a groove. Both teams 11 shots on goal. That matches the shot total in the entirety of Friday night's game for Harrisburg. Pereira tries to turn his defender. He did so, but he couldn't maintain the ball. Spur gets the ball in a good position, goes for Hansen. Brame with a shot. He gets called for the foul with a little push as DeSoma hits the deck. And Silva has words for DeSoma. Stars showing a little more high press the longer this game goes on. This ball goes all the way back for Toth, who's going to find Ramon Torres up the wall. 2016 MLS Cup hero Ramon Torres scored the deciding penalty in that frigid cold game. The Sounders were on the road at Toronto. Briscoe fouled. I think Torres wanted to play advantage and go forward, but it's going to get brought all the way back under 90 seconds. Here's a look. Briscoe, where's the shoulder of Dos Santos to the face? Pat Healy is frustrated on the bench at somebody. Chris Toth crosses midway stripe. Somebody get Pat Healy a stress ball because he is losing it on the bench. Souza goes square. Lopez on his right with a strike, and oh, that would have been a scorcher of a score. "30 seconds. Can we find ourselves to recess here at the ShoWare Center? Gonzalez for Caceres. Gonzalez with a shot. Silva with a great save. Brame doesn't foul Yuri. 4 seconds. Yuri doesn't got time. Toth lays out for it. Yuri, his shot, and the horn sounds. Saved by the bell. The Tacoma Stars are going to go into halftime at 3-3. Riley Yuri nearly had a chance to take the lead just seconds before. Pat Healy is on the field, ripping the referee crew. He is not a happy man right now, not a happy camper. And that's going to take us into halftime. Should have a fantastic second half for you coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Some good content during the halftime show. MI5, plays of the week, saves of the week, all just around the corner. Don't go anywhere, excuse me. It's the Tacoma Stars 3. It's the Harrisburg Heat 3. You're watching all of it on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Shoot! He
Welcome back, everyone. This is MASL in 5. I'm Alex Bastiavansky. It is great to see you again. Thanks so much for watching. Sit back, relax. 5 minutes is all I need to get you caught up on all that's gone down in the league over the past week.
Brian Miller, a multi-sport official, quite talented baseball umpire, as I understand it. And right off the jump, a goal. And guess who? It's Kelvin Oliveira.
The MASL All-Star Game went down Wednesday night in Utica, New York. Team Kelvin Oliveira taking on Team Nick Pereira, the league's brightest stars, all under one roof. Yes, Marco Fabian was there as well. And of course, UCFC's own Kelvin, who, as you saw in the first clip, opened the scoring just a few seconds in. The crowd at the Adirondack Bank Center was treated to a fabulous night. Alex Sanchez of the Milwaukee Wave made it 2-zip Team Kelvin a few minutes later. Of course, no chance Nick Pereira was going to be left off the score sheet in this contest, though. He drew his side to within one goal 5 minutes later. But on this night, like so many others this season, it once again belonged to the Brazilian maestro, Kelvin.
It is 2-1 Team Kelvin. Kelvin in the attacking third, from his left to his right, and he scores a banger. 3-1 Team Kelvin, he's got 2.
Oliveira with 3 goals plus a helper. He was the game's MVP as Team Kelvin took down Team Nick Pereira 7-3. And before the All-Star Game, the skills competition went down, featuring all kinds of fun stuff, including a goalkeeper battle, a relay race, shootout, a crossbar challenge. Mario Alvarez hit the winning crossbar for Team Kelvin as they emerged victorious in the skills competition. What a great celebration of the indoor game it was in Utica. A few games from last weekend to tell you about. San Diego and Kansas City. The Sockers came into this one on a 10-game win streak. That streak is no more as the Comets emerged victorious 9-6. The next night, a dangerous St. Louis team that's battling for a playoff spot gave the Sockers all they could handle, pushing them to overtime before Sebastian Mendez killed their upset hopes with the golden goal to win it 6-5. And Baltimore was visiting Utica. We were all set for a back and forth clash. That never panned out. UCFC opened a lot of eyes by spanking the Blast 8-3. Baltimore had been riding a 9-game winning streak. Milton de Andrade was the game's first star with 2 goals plus a helper. Your players of the week, your goalkeeper, Andrew Coughlin, defensive player, Guerrero Pino, and offensively, he is a regular on this list now, Kelvin Oliveira. We're going to start with him. Once again, a spectacular week for Kelvin. 7 points, 5 goals, 2 assists. for the Brazilian magician in 2 UCFC wins. Defensively, Pino from the Kansas City Comets. He had 7 huge blocks in that big Comets victory over the San Diego Sockers. And in goal, Andrew Coughlin, absolutely solid for the Blues in 2 wins, picking up 20 saves and adding 2 assists as well. Your plays of the week now.
The pass, looks forward. Calvin Oliveira all alone. Oliveira saved by Rodriguez.
Possession through now into the feet of Powell. Powell back heel towards Romero. His second of the night. Really.
Although miscommunication right now, the Stars only have 5 on the field. It doesn't matter because Matt Brame has found the back of the net.
Down. What a goal, Charlie Gonzalez.
SK gets through. Chile!
Hard challenge from O'Keefe. Oliveira has to just give it up. DeAndrade outside the line. Top shelf from DeAndrade.
He's played anywhere he can get a chance to play, he can play, and he's that good. Zach Reagan.
Zach Reagan! Just missed him, and now Welly Gramusi goes the other way. Now DeAndrade turns the other way. His shot rifled in the net! Milton DeAndrade!
A little help from Gontan. Costa to Mendez. Mendez, left foot, he scores! San Diego. They'll get 2 points tonight. Mendez.
And that is a wrap for this week's show, but just a reminder that all throughout the season, you can stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL by checking out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
Trying to play it off the boards. Coughlin positioned well. Quickly back the other way. Oliveira with Quintana there with him. The little chip from Oliveira, and it's a hat trick.
Gabriel Costa, Devoy Morgan lurking down. What a goal, Charlie Gonzalez. And they just lull you to sleep on all the passes. There are a few teams in the league, if any, who pass the ball as well as the San Diego Sockers do. What ball movement, side to side.
Stars go for the sixth attacker, Mike Ramos, wearing the pink shirt. Although miscommunication right now, the Stars only have 5 on the field. It doesn't matter, because Matt Brame has found the back of the net. It's a 1-goal game. He's been knocking on the door all night long, and Matt Brame finally seals one home.
On it to Valadez. Cycling possession through, now into the feet of Powell. Powell back heel towards Romero. His second of the night. Really well-worked goal there for Dallas.
Cerda. Tipped by Araujo. Hundell treadmills to SK. SK gets through. Chile! And Bush
Possession remains with Baltimore. Wanalava reads the pass, looks forward. Kelvin Oliveira all alone. Oliveira saved by Rodriguez.
Trying to make it 4 for 6. Can't do it. Free kick splits the wall. Beretta gets beat.
Hard challenge from O'Keefe. Oliveira has to just give it up. DeAndrade outside the line. Top shelf from DeAndrade in every way that you could mean that term. It's DeAndrade.
League tournament. He's played U.S. futsal. He's played anywhere he can get a chance to play, he can play, and he's that good. Zach Raggett.
Zach Raggett! Gorilla goal, Eric, a gorilla goal.
His family and friends came down from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and they just watched him score.
With a little help from Gontan. Costa to Mendez. Mendez, left foot, he scores! San Diego. He'll get 2 points tonight. Mendez shows him the name.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Welcome back to the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. I'm Peyton Behrens. Tacoma Stars are tied 3-3 right now with the Harrisburg Heat. Fans, remember to get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. If you head to MASL Soccer on Instagram, you'll see the most beautiful graphic because Moises Gonzalez, your Tacoma Star, has notched his 300th point in MASL. He's only the 12th player to do so. So congrats to Moises Gonzalez. He netted an assist, he assisted a goal that Nick Pereira had in the second quarter to level things at 2. Moises Gonzalez with his 300th career point. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Before we get started with second quarter action, take a look around the rest of the league. The Baltimore Blast and the Empire Strikers right now are in a tough one where it is 4-3. The lock was just broken. The Empire Strikers have notched themselves a win, and they are going to find themselves jumping Utica City in the standings. Granted, Utica City games in hand. Baltimore Blast lose one on the road. The Sockers are currently hosting the Chihuahua Savage, and they are up 2-1 in the second quarter. So we will keep scoreboard watching all around the league for the Tacoma Stars. Underway at the ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. I'm Peyton Barron's Tacoma Stars, tied 3-3 with the Harrisburg Heat. Briscoe had the latest goal with 3:30 left in that first half to level things. Chase Hansen assisted. Pereira has a goal and Souza has a goal. Pereira assisted Felipe Souza on a wonderful airborne volley. Pereira lays off for Canale. Pereira overlapping Caceres. Brings it back for Brame. Pereira continues to be the target, and he's laying off the overlapping run unsuccessfully a few times. Spur couldn't connect with Canale. Breakout here is Zach Perry. Spur shows off the wheels. Hansen goes for John. Toth wants it, very vocal, Chris Toth. This is Torres. He debuted last season for the Tacoma Stars, scoring in his debut game. Nah turns, gets away from a double team. Nah off the wall, Tyler John the target, ball still in danger. Nah follows up, it bounces slowly towards the goal. It's toe poked home, Eddie Nah gives the Stars the lead. It's all about effort when it comes to Eddie. So here's Nah, he's gonna go off the boards. John nearly gets this. Here's a ball that's just bouncing around, and then Nah's gonna come through with an exclamation point. Continues to bounce, and then Nah finally with the tap in. A product of Pacific Lutheran University here in Parkland, Washington, just down the road. Whistle-blown foul called on Kai Briscoe. He's got a goal tonight. Harris over the free kick. Nothing called over on the Stars bench. Tyler John taken off of his feet. Another sliding challenge, couple of dangerous ones. A strike from Lopez. A challenge flag is thrown from the Tacoma Stars bench. And earlier, I thought that there was an announcement that the Stars did not have their challenge because they threw it at an inopportune time. but it seems as though they were just not allowed to challenge that play, and they held on to the flag for the remainder of the game.
Pushing the call on the field for a possible penalty.
So we're checking for a possible penalty. Now, if the Tacoma Stars lose out on this challenge, they will absolutely in no way hold on to another challenge flag for the remainder of the night. Let's see if we can bring this back and take a look. Here's one sliding challenge. I think that one was clean enough. Anthony Wright gets enough of the ball, but maybe it's this secondary challenge on Anthony Wright. Kai Briscoe dribbling down. Seems a bit reckless, but he catches a lot of the ball. Briscoe doesn't seem to mind the heavy challenge. He gets up right away. I don't know if there's enough there to overturn any sort of no call that was on the field. Both challenges, while strong, seem that Anthony Wright managed to come through and get the ball. I don't know if you ask me, I don't know if this one gets overturned in any sort of way. I, by no means, am an MASL official, and I do believe that this is one of the hardest jobs within the league. Brian Martin, John Schneider, they have their work cut out for them. Kyle Greenwood is the fourth official. Jonathan Simmons is in the penalty box. Kelsey Harms is our assistant referee tonight. Perhaps a decision has been made. Tacoma Stars lead 4-3 as it is, 12:30 to play in the third quarter. And we shall await Brian Martin's decision.
After looking at the challenge, there's no penalty on it. It's goalkeeper distribution.
So we'll restart with the ball in the hands of Silva. Tacoma Stars lose their challenge for the remainder of the night. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Silva skips a stone towards Yuri. Yuri chases it down. Toth gets low. Then he puts a paw on it, places it back into the turf and settles it. Hansen, I think, luckily wins that ball. If Avila wins that, he's off to the races, one-on-one with Chris Toth, which we've seen tonight about 3 times, and Chris Toth has stood tall twice. Riley Yuri got the best of him on one occasion. Torres. Through some physical challenges. Souza gets pushed to the ground in a free kick on the way for the Tacoma Stars. Nick Pereira should be sliding onto the field. Already on. He is hovering around the ball. Chase Hansen and Misa Lopez hit the field for the Stars. Caceres is to Pereira's right. Moises Gonzalez, Misa Lopez, and Chase Hansen is to Pereira's left. 3 men stand between Pereira and Silva. Opts for the pass. Lopez with a shot. Whistle blown. They're going to call Chase Hansen, I believe, on a pick play. And that's why Misa Lopez had so much free space. Tavernisi was the outlet pass. Misa Lopez intercepted it well. Here's Panton. Laid off for John. John's shot finds its way home. 5-3. Tacoma Stars lead by 2. Tyler John is a shooting star this weekend. He finds himself his third goal through the doubleheader. He might have a case for Offensive Player of the Week. Here he is. He makes a good run to the right. Canale just sets him up beautifully, and he's going to go upper bins on that near side, beating Silva and extending the Stars' lead. The pride of Bonnie Lake, Tyler John, is doing great things against the Harrisburg Heat. Stars in a strong spot now. They lead by 2. And our officiating crew is meeting together. I think Alex Caceres is going to jog over and see what's happening. And a red card is being issued. And the only person I think that this could possibly be could be Pat Healy, as it's not been directed at any player just yet. And Pat Healy has been furious on the bench, but perhaps not. Perhaps it is a player on the bench. Confusion across the board. This is going to slow some things down tonight. So we'll see who exits the field. I believe Dos Santos is being pointed towards the door, and that would be a huge blow for the Harrisburg side. And if you heard our PA announcer, Randy McNair, the red card is for obscene and abusive language. And Dos Santos is still not exiting the field. He has words with the referees, especially in the penalty box, which would be Jonathan Simmons. Dos Santos is still needing help to find his way to the corner and back towards the locker room. And he's getting a strong goodbye from the fans here in Tacoma. So nothing that was done on the field. Dos Santos issued a red card for obscene and abusive language. He shuts the door behind himself on the perimeter of the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. So another twist to the tail. Perhaps the best defender that Harrisburg has to offer is hitting the showers early. A lot of time left in this game. And I can't imagine that Pat Healy is happy on the sidelines. Very animated. I made the assumption incorrectly, of course, that Pat Healy could be the recipient of the red card. But at the end of the first half, Pat Healy came storming onto the field and got into the face of the referee crew over a call that happened at roughly the 45-second mark in the first half. Had a lot of displeasure in something that went down, perhaps off the ball, something I missed. But here we sit. Favilla's going to go and serve the penalty in the penalty box. Tyler John's going to be called for a handball, similar like he was in the opening minutes of the game. So Harrisburg playing down a man. And we have another whistle putting a halt in things. I think that we are working to get the clock correct above us on the scoreboard. Make sure that Favilla's penalty is assessed with 2 minutes on the clock, as it was not. Now it's reset down to 1:54 as 6 seconds ran off. You can see that on your screen just left of the MASL logo. 1:54 on the power play. 11:01 remaining in just this third quarter. It's been a hectic opening. 4 minutes to this second half. 2 Tacoma Star goals. A goal from Eddie Na, assisted by Tyler John. A goal from Tyler John, assisted by Alessandro Canale. A red card for Dos Santos. Stars are not playing like they're a man up. Now they're on the ball. They have a breakout to 3-on-2. Here's John. John puts on a soft shot, and that's not what you want to see when you're up a man. The Stars could have set into a power play set, but now Silva's going to have a chance to go long. Canale plays back, and now the Stars can set up their power play. Spur, top of your screen. Pereira. Gonzalez with a strike, pushed down. Harris clears, but it's settled with Caceres. Gonzalez another strike, and he's not going to miss this time. Add insult to injury, the red card, the power play, and now the Tacoma Stars find a goal when they go up a man. 6-3, the Tacoma Stars. Moises Gonzalez placed it perfectly. So Caceres is just going to lay this ball over to Gonzalez, who's just going to line one up, have a strike. Easy as you like it. And the Stars might begin to run away with this one. No handling called on Torres. He brings that down with his chest to shoulder region. We're back to even strength. Announced earlier, Moises Gonzalez has 300th point. That is Moises Gonzalez's 200th goal. So pretty big milestone night for Moises Gonzalez. His assist notches him into the 300-point club, only the 12th player to do so. His goal puts him in the 200-goal club. Still a lot of time to add on to that. Na with some step overs. He obviously wants it on the right foot. Favilla lets him. Na off the boards. Pereira. Souza already had one acrobatic play tonight. Didn't have the gusto to go for another just yet. Lopez drives the ball for Na. Whistle blown on the quick pull of the player. I believe that was Eddie Na in the transition. Perhaps Felipe Souza. It's a Harrisburg free kick. Harris in the attack. Malcolm Harris had 2 goals last night. Has himself with an assist tonight. Shearer, he had a goal line clearance with his head in the first half. In my book, anytime you save something off the goal line when the goalkeeper's out, just as good as a goal on the other end, saving one for your team. This is Shearer again. Perry tried finding Harris. He was in a good position. And that dead ball brings us into the media timeout. Tacoma Stars lead the Harrisburg Heat 6-3. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
It's never too early to start talking playoffs. Join 8 of our teams in sunny San Diego as they square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 5th through 7th. Ticket deposits are now being accepted. Visit frontwavearena.com for more information. Opening rounds of the playoffs, those top 8 teams will be able to face off in the new Front Wave Arena down there in San Diego, which is a specimen of itself. It's a beautiful place. Couldn't ask for a better location for the MASL playoffs. And let's hope the Tacoma Stars find themselves there. Toth rolls out for Brame. DeSoma pressures. Toth just has to distribute. DeSoma gets it back in a fortunate area. DeSoma with a shot. Nobody home as he plays that ball off the wall. Toth comes out to clear. DeSoma again. Had a good run through the middle in Gamino. Haven't seen a whole lot of Gamino tonight. We'll see how the effects of no Dos Santos tonight is going to change the remainder of the game. Harrisburg has to have some heavy legs playing the second part of a cross-country doubleheader on the road. Torres winds up and hits one foul. These doubleheader legs, cross-country trip, not a whole lot of rotations. No rotations, actually, if I'm not mistaken, from the first game. Lineup plays the exact same. Jackson Betcher made the trip, not ready to go as he has been questionable for some time. Toth rolls out. Stars 4-2 against Harrisburg all time. Not a whole lot of meetings between these two cross-country teams. So many changes that we've seen to the league when it comes to division play, cross-country play, and now we have a divisionless MASL. Caceres takes a foul in the corner. Stars 4-2 all time, and they are 4-1 at home. So they've not visited Harrisburg except for just one time. They've played Harrisburg extremely well, looking to get their 5th all-time win against Harrisburg. We've mentioned Moises Gonzalez and his milestone mark tonight. Joey Tavernisi is getting close. He's 4 points away from 300 career points, which is what Moises Gonzalez entered tonight, 300 career points. Fortunately for the Tacoma Stars, Tavernisi was quiet on Friday night, kept him off the score sheet. Has not hurt the Tacoma Stars so far tonight. A quiet weekend. Things have really slowed down ever since the Tacoma Stars scored their 6th on the night, that Moises Gonzalez goal. Here's Pereira. De Silva shut down well. Gonzalez from the same spot as earlier, just missed out. Hansen, strike one. It's going the other way. Quick opportunity. Toth comes out. It's centered through the middle. Harrisburg scratches one back. Yuri sets up De Silva, and De Silva keeps being a problem for these Tacoma Stars. He had 2 on Friday night. Again, another quick transition goal for Harrisburg. Just able to poke one out, get it in front, and that's just showing how good this team is, how quick they are when it comes to their pace. De Silva, Yuri leading the break. Yuri has himself 2 goals and an assist tonight. If Harrisburg can find themselves with a lead, he's surely a lock for first star. Right now, my money's on Tyler John. Tyler John's been all over the place tonight. He's been all over the place this weekend. Here's another look at it. It's just a well-timed, perfect touch. Teeing it up to the center. De Silva goes flying through. But Harrisburg capitalizes. Tacoma needs to find some juice. They need to find some life. This next goal could be oh so crucial for either side. Tacoma, if they go up 7-4, it's going to feel definitive. But if Harrisburg can answer, here's Spur into the corner, centers. If Harrisburg makes this game 6-5, anything is possible. Word to Kevin Garnett. Rivers. Canale back for Caceres. Pereira. Stars have held on to possession for quite some time. Here's Spur in behind. Na enters the field of play. Pereira turns and he goes just high. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Toth comes out for this ball. Lopez for Na. Little Cruyff touch, finding Tyler John. Back for Na. Na gets taken down. Harris loses possession. This is John, bouncing ball. Briscoe in the middle. Silva with a huge save. Na, second time, he's gonna score. Eddie Nah. He's on a brace, capitalizing on good position, ball bouncing around. And that is what you call putting your foot through it. Briscoe's got a good opportunity. Silva makes a great save. Nah's just gonna hammer this and keep it low. And the Stars have 7 tonight. Stars may look to milk some clock here and just get them towards the fourth quarter. Harrisburg has to be having some heavy legs set in. Caceres, he's going to cut through the middle of the field. Caceres, Souza to his right, Gonzalez to his left. Goes Gonzalez, Souza backside. It's Caceres now trying to settle a bouncing ball. Riley Uri nearly had a good opportunity running onto it. Lost possession. This is Matt Bram. Pereira draws the double team. This is danger. This is trouble. This is Riley Uri. Doesn't give Favia an easy ball. De Silva wanted Favila to play back for Silva so that they could get a good substitution opportunity. Here's De Silva. Silva is yelling at Anthony Wright. Everybody in the building can hear Silva. And now it's Favila who he was yelling at. He wants them to reposition after they distribute. When they pass the ball, they are standing stagnantly. And he's not a fan. And that concludes the third quarter. The Tacoma Stars lead 7-4 after an action-packed third quarter. Two goals from Eddie Nah. Tyler John had one. Moises Gonzalez had one. De Silva was able to manage just one goal for the Harrisburg Heat. But the biggest news of it all was Dos Santos having a red card for abusive language on the bench. The official, after the Tyler John goal, issued a red card. And now we have more issues going on in the center of the field where Harrisburg doesn't want to go to their own side of the field near their bench area. They're having to be chauffeured and escorted over to the other side. We're going to step aside, take a break. Don't go anywhere. An exciting one is brewing in Tacoma. You're watching the Stars hosting the Heat on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Remember, fans, scan that QR code on your screen now, and you can find your way to sunny San Diego, where they are hosting the Ron Newman Cup playoffs, April 5th through 7th. Be sure to reserve your seats for the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs by scanning that QR code, and we'll see you in sunny San Diego. First 2 rounds of the MASL playoffs for our 8 teams will be hosted at Front Wave Arena. For more information, you can visit frontwavearena.com, and you can find your way down to San Diego for the playoffs. The Stars still trying to make a push to get themselves towards playoffs. St. Louis with a loss today. Hopefully that's going to help them in the long term. Empire managed an overtime win. So not what the Tacoma Stars needed, but plenty of time left. Tacoma Stars tonight playing their 15th game of the season, and they still have 4 more games on this homestand, 2 against Baltimore next weekend. You can visit TacomaStars.com to find your tickets for that one. The Baltimore Blast come to town on another cross-country trip that the Tacoma Stars will play host to. And fans, you may have noticed tonight, the captains are joined in on the Captains Coalition. This is MASL's brand new endeavor that looks to connect the bridge between indoor soccer and some of the charitable causes that we find most important today. Throughout the month of February, captains will be wearing a special limited edition Captains Coalition armband, which will be signed by the team post-game and auctioned off for charity. So you can win Alex Caceres' armband signed by the entirety of the Tacoma Stars. Proceeds from this auction will be donated to Black Players for Change, a charity created by current Major League Soccer players, coaches, and executives to bridge the racial equity gaps across the sport of soccer and beyond. The auction's open now. You can visit event.gives/MASL to bid on your favorite team's armband. The auction will close February 28th at 3 p.m. Eastern. These armbands will be featured. They were already featured in the Texas Outlaws versus the Dallas Sidekicks the other night. Baltimore Blast versus the Empire Strikers tonight. Our very own Harrisburg Heat and the Tacoma Stars match tonight, as well as St. Louis and Kansas City. The Milwaukee Wave and San Diego will be partaking on February 22nd, as will the Chihuahua Savage and Utica City FC. So be on the lookout for the Captains Coalition and all the great things happening within MASL. Hansen gets caught up against the boards. Ball squirted into a dangerous area. Tavernisi. Toth dives on it. Briscoe falls near. Caceres plays back for Toth. Pereira into the attack. Canale back for Pereira. Lopez, he wanted it on his left. Thought a whistle was going to be blown. Pereira waits for the overlap. He force feeds it for Caceres. Caceres crushed against the boards, no call. Souza wins it back. Souza with a strike, nothing. Great save, Silva. Stars not happy that that call wasn't made on the boards on Caceres. But if you disagree with the call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday night on YouTube. Alex Caceres might be looking for that one on Under Review next week. I doubt that makes the case. We get some fun clips on Under Review. Harris battles John. Hansen tries to turn. He gets brought down from behind. Hansen doesn't really have anywhere to go. Begs for Matt Brame to come towards him. Brame deflects it out of bounds. Harris on the free kick now against the boards. Just in front of his own bench. Pat Healy giving instruction to Gamino near the midway stripe. Here's John. Can he get past one more? It's Gamino that he needs to. John still fighting. Gamino goes to ground. And this ball gets dumped out the other way. Harris stands over Brame, who's down. Off camera right now, DeSoma is on the ground following a challenge with Tyler John. And DeSoma limps off. Harrisburg can't lose too many more players tonight, especially due to injury. Dos Santos red carded in the third quarter. Early on in that third quarter, it was about with 11 minutes remaining in the third quarter, where he found himself heading to an early shower. Here's Rivers, has Torres. Torres with a strike and it's saved. Briscoe can't settle. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I see Dos Santos in about row 4 behind Silva's goal. Kerstetter plays to the corner. Nas on the defensive end. He's got to go flying through. Panton trying to settle the ball. Briscoe comes out with it clean. He was in a triple team, otherwise advantage would have been given. Na was fouled. 4 Stars go for a change. Caceres is the lone player to stay on the field. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Pereira did a good hold-up play to allow Misa Lopez to win that ball. Pereira takes a heavy challenge. And he's trying to help up his opponent, which is Di Matteo. No bad blood between those two. Here's a good look. Panton has support to his right. He uses it, and it's an easy pass-in goal for Favilla. Harrisburg gets one back in the fourth quarter with a lot of time to play. They still have life. It's an easy breakout, a 2-on-0. Chris Toth has to try and guess which way, cheats a little bit to his left-hand side, tries to come back and make sure Panton doesn't get that shot off. That ball does end up coming across, and it's set up beautifully into the corner. So the Stars can't get too comfortable. Here's John. Gonzalez has a chance. This ball manages to go sky high and up and over the netting that's above the plexiglass, above the goal, and out of play near the concourse. That's impressive. I mean, I'm talking 40 feet tall that ball ended up skying over. Deflected, though. So the Tacoma Stars on the corner kick. Hansen on the kick. Gonzalez with a toe poke. Misa Lopez puts it home. The Stars answer back within 20 seconds. That is how this weekend series has gone on time after time. It is the quick answers, and the Tacoma Stars regain their 3-goal lead. Hansen on the quick corner. Gonzalez's shot misses. Lopez is there to clean it up. Briscoe goes flying through for the clearance. It's not good enough, and this one scores again. What a crazy minute of indoor soccer. Back and forth and back again. This one's Panton on this goal. He assisted Favilla just minutes ago, less than a minute ago. And now he finds himself with a goal. No strong footing is being kept in this game. Just back and forth non-stop. You love to see it in MASL. Tavernisi with the assist. Before I could even finish writing up my box score for the Lopez goal, Panton was able to go down onto the other end and bring it back to a 2-goal deficit. Ball chested down for Toth. He's going to wait for it. Stars got to do something here to try and put this game away. Here's Pereira in the middle. .9:20 to play in regulation tonight. And neither of these teams on the backside of a doubleheader weekend. Pereira with a strike, Silva with a save. Neither of these teams want to find themselves to an overtime period like what we saw with Baltimore and Empire. Finale playing a little keepy-uppy with himself. Brame, bad angle, trying to win the header. He's got to be sure to go straight up and down for it. And a blue card gets issued. I think that they thought Matt Brame was taunting, but I genuinely think that Matt Brame was checking on the safety of Riley Urey. He tapped him on the back. And with 9:01 to play, Harrisburg is going to go up a man on their second power play opportunity of the night. All sorts of twists and turns. Here it is again. I don't think the challenge is what gets Matt Brame into the book. He gets up and he bends down to check on Riley Urey. Perhaps something was said that the referees could hear on the field or that was directed to. Nonetheless, Matt Brame didn't have much argument. Now he's sitting for 2 minutes. Harrisburg unsuccessful on a power play earlier tonight. Tyler John has 2 shorthanded goals on the season. Here he is high pressing Silva. He's got to recover. Him and Rivers switch defensively. Tavernisi, miscommunication. Ball switch, Favilla. Left foot strike, and it's up and over the plexiglass above Chris Toth. He's got a goal this quarter. He scored the 5th one for Harrisburg. Pereira couldn't contain possession. Now he finds himself on this penalty kill unit. A little out of position for the multiple-time MASL MVP winner. Ball crossed. Pereira on the possession. Plays back for Hansen. Stars are going to try and milk a little bit of this clock with 30 seconds remaining in the power play. John gets taken to ground. Still a battle happening between him and Joey Tavernisi. John gets pulled down by the shoulders. Surely it's got to be blue, and it is. So 4-on-4 for the next 23 seconds, and then the Stars will play up a man. This is all just Tyler John finding that extra gear. Pedal to the metal, as always, for Tyler John, and Favilla is going to go to the box. Our third blue card tonight, our fourth card that we've seen total.
On the field is a 2-minute power play against number 47 of the Harrisburg.
And what's shocking to me, is that I thought Friday night's game was much more physical, could have seen this many blue cards, but we are at the media timeout. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. Here's another look at that battle, Tyler John. This is Tavernisi. We're going to take a quick break, step aside. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Welcome back into the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. 4-on-4 soccer for the next 22 seconds. And then we'll see the Tacoma Stars on the power play for what is hopefully a minute and 40 seconds. Can really do a lot to this clock. 4-on-4 play. I think the Stars are going to just try and maintain possession for the next 20 seconds until they can go up a man. Pereira's going to play all the way back for Spur. Can't use Chris Toth's feet, so the Stars got to just pass and move into the open spaces. 5 seconds until they go up a man. Pereira turning. Hansen, defended by Harris. Brahms switches for Canale. The Stars have 5 on the field. De Silva, Kerstetter, Di Matteo, and Harris are the 4 defending for the Heat. Tacoma scored earlier during the 2-minute penalty following the Dos Santos red card. Spur goes with a shot, no. Canale misses just wide. That goal up a man was Moises Gonzalez. He's on the field, middle of your screen, yellow shoes. Now towards the top of the screen, this is Caceres on the ball for Canale. Plays back. 40 seconds in the power play. Pereira curling inward. Square for Canale. He goes near post and misses out. Over the top into the netting, a defensive clearance, so it comes to the top of the arc. I think Pereira likes his positioning here. Chase Hansen wants to get onto the field for it. Timeout on the floor called by the Stars. Let's step aside. We'll be right back to finish up this power play when we return on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomasstars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Welcome back into the accesso ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. Nick Pereira over the free kick, top of the arc. He's got Moises Gonzalez, goes to him. Gonzalez his shot. De Silva nearly misses out on a chance. It's Gonzalez again. Canale, 10 seconds on the power play. Caceres. Back for Spur. Pereira wanted it. Caceres again. Back to even strength. Canale has a chance with the thigh. And now everything's going to get reset and settled down. Silva wants a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. It's the MASL on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the accesso ShoWare Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomasstars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bashavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss all the league's hot topics. If you are not following along with this league just outside of game broadcasts, you need to start doing it. Great content is being put out between MASL Monday, Under Review, MI5, heck, even Goals and Boards with Phil Levanko has a great podcast going on. Wallaskora provides great content on social media, on Instagram and Twitter. Be sure that you check out all of the great things that the MASL has to offer, especially the Stars Align podcast, hosted by your very own Nick Pereira. If you want to hear more from the Tacoma Stars, check out the Stars Align podcast. Camino gets things started. Harrisburg Heat trail by 2. Briscoe has a long option, and Matt Bram finds him. Bram with a shot off the boards. Briscoe chases it down. Maybe got clipped a little bit, which caused him to duck under the ball. He and Rivers sandwich the attacker, who is Zach Perry. Zach Perry's been a physical player tonight. He's found himself all over the place. Tacoma Stars had one empty net goal last night when Harrisburg opted for the 6th attacker late in the game. It was Kyle Rivers who scored it. Here's Kyle Rivers again. Harrisburg has yet to go empty net, but being down 2, assuming so on their next offensive possession, they will look to get Silva off the field. They're on the long board, so he's going to have to make that extra effort and get over the midway stripe. in order to employ that sixth attacker. Harris with a good touch. Harris had himself a pair of fourth quarter goals last night. Just under 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. And then again, about 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, he had himself a brace. Herrera. Shearer goes sliding. Souza is in pain. No foul was called as Shearer was going for the ball, but Souza comes down right after Shearer pokes that ball away. And that's a tough challenge. Training staff makes their way onto the field. Felipe Souza remains on the ground. Eddie Naw comes over to check on Felipe Souza. The only blue card we saw in last night's game was an infraction for too many men by Harrisburg, which was in the fourth quarter. Felipe Souza back up to his feet. Tonight we've seen 3 blue cards and a red card, which also resulted in a 2-minute penalty in the box. So a series of 4 cards being shown. Friday night's game was very physical for it being Valentine's Day. You'd think love was in the air, but quite the opposite. Caceres gets us back underway. Stars are going to look to try and space things out and make sure that Harrisburg can't get on top of possession, at least clean and comfortably enough, in order to get a sixth attacker on the field. Silva calls his own number. He's going to roll himself forward. Distribute. Surprised he doesn't carry his run to the bench. Tavernisi settles back for Harris. Great opportunity. Brame comes sliding in to make sure nothing happens. Long ball up the boards. Eddie Naw needs a clean touch. Naw tries going towards goal. He gets past to Silva. Naw goes into the middle for Rivers, and he can't slide onto it. Piece of the advert board comes off. Stars reset. 2:40 to play in regulation. Pereira right at the yellow line and plays back. Spur goes all the way back for Toth. Stars want to take the air out of the game. Not let Harrisburg feel like they have a chance. Canale leaves it for himself up the boards. And a good challenge came in from Gamino. They collide again, Gamino and Canale. Spur wins it off the foot of Shearer. Here's Canale into space. Di Matteo trying to close. He looks tired. Canale with a left-footed strike. Di Matteo with a great sliding effort as that ball gets poked out of play. He remains down. Hasn't brought himself back to his feet yet. Caceres and Pereira over the ball. Pereira wants to go all the way back for Toth. He finds Spur as Riley Urey was trying to read the book and intercept. 90 seconds to play at the ShoWare Center. Toth for Canale over the top. Urey wants to outrun Spur. Harris walks up, Silva to his right. No 6 attacker on for Harrisburg. Silva just joins. Toth comes out, collects. Toth goes long for Canale. Silva still not back in the goal. Ball bounces off the glass. Harris settles. Now Harrisburg didn't get going forward. Kerstetter on the ball. Harris. Pereira in defense. Ball worked around. De Silva finds one. Danger. It's a 1-goal game. De Silva continues to destroy the Tacoma Stars. Back-to-back games, 2 goals apiece in each of them. Quick little workaround, outside in. This guy's gonna love coming on the road to Tacoma. And a 60-second timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here because this is a crucial time for the Tacoma Stars. You gotta assume that Silva makes his run up the second they get the ball. The Stars might want to play this kickoff all the way back to somebody like Alex Caceres in the corner of the field, have Toth support out, let Caceres have a long option, have Toth short near him, do anything that they can to maintain possession of the ball. Dangerous time right now for the Tacoma Stars. A must-win game. Regulation win would be incredible for them. Try and keep climbing the standings. They are just outside that playoff window, chasing St. Louis, Dallas, and Empire. Empire was able to go out and get an overtime win today. St. Louis with a loss. Tacoma could jump St. Louis for that first seed outside the playoff window, and they'll still have a game in hand on the Dallas Sidekicks. Dallas currently sitting with 15 points on the table. Tacoma with 11. A regulation win tonight could take them up to 14 points on the season and a 4-8-3 record. One-goal game, 38 seconds to play. Tacoma Stars trying to put together a win streak. Back-to-back wins over this Harrisburg side on this Valentine's Day lovely weekend. Tacoma Stars have yet to find back-to-back wins all season long. It was the opening night when they beat the San Diego Sockers right here in December, 5-4. They have a win at home again against the Empire Strikers, 6-5 on January the 25th. And then on February the 14th, Friday night, they topped the Harrisburg Heat 8-4. Pereira in the center circle. Willie Spur back to his right as he faces his defensive half of the field. Alex Caceres straight behind him. Chris Toth also there. It goes to Spur. Caceres, and a long ball just dumped into the corner. Canale is going to pressure it. Pereira comes out. Yuri runs through it. 25 seconds on the clock. Here's Harris. Harris thought he was fouled by Rivers. That kills about 5 seconds. This is Silva. Harris across the yellow line. Kerstetter with a shot. Toth has to watch it hit the wall. Kerstetter again, it maybe is deflected by Rivers. Dangerous. Toth comes out. He makes the scoop, he makes the catch, and that's gonna do it. The Tacoma Stars beat the Harrisburg Heat. They sweep them on the weekend, 8-7. What an exciting night at the ShoWare Center. A gutsy performance by the Harrisburg Heat. Nearly found themselves with their third win of the season. It was a dogfight through and through, and it got interesting late. The Tacoma Stars are able to close this one out. They finish with an 8-7 lead. They had 29 shots on goal. Tyler John had himself heck of a night. Moises Gonzalez, a couple of milestones for him. 200th goal, 300th career point. And the Tacoma Stars got 2 much-needed wins on the second and the third game of this 7-game homestand. 4 more home games to come for the Tacoma Stars, and they are as important as ever. They find themselves in a twofer next weekend, Friday, Sunday against the Baltimore Blast, before they host San Diego and Empire. Here's Pete Richmeyer. He's got Kai Briscoe with him. Let's take a listen.
Momentum for Friday. You know, we're just moving on today and then move on to the next game, so it's huge for the momentum.
Now let's talk about better yet, let's watch your first MASL goal. Let's talk about that celebration. Was that planned? Is that your thing?
Yeah, that's my signature.
You've been doing that since University of Washington. I hope we see that many more times. Kai, congratulations on your first MASL goal.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go Stars.
Let's go Stars. Back to you, Randy.
Wild night here at the ShoWare Center. The Tacoma Stars got another crucial win as they push for the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. So much exciting stuff coming up here. The Tacoma Stars have 5 more home games remaining in this regular season push. 2 against the Baltimore Blast next weekend. Be sure that you get your tickets online at TacomaStars.com. All sorts of deals and specials can be found there. Be sure that you are here and you see these Stars as they go on a playoff push for the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. That's going to do it here from the ShoWare Center in Kent, Washington. For Max Lockhart, our technical director, for Walter Bayless, our broadcast engineer, I'm Peyton Behrens. For everybody else at Mission Control, signing off until next time. We'll see you later, Stars fans.